Hey, what's up everybody? We're back with more WWE 2k14 Universe Mode. This week is Monday Night Raw, and we approach Hell in a Cell. We are approaching very, very rapidly. As you can see, this is what we've got going on at the moment. These are our champions, of course. New Divas champion AJ Lee down the bottom there, showing off our contenders for each championship here. Interesting situation where we are at the moment, and honestly, these championship matches could go any way possible. I don't know who exactly is going to be challenging for who. I guess we'll find out a little bit more later on, but it's a very interesting situation at the moment, as this week 3MB will take on the Rhodes Scholars, Natalya, Caitlyn and Layla in a triple threat matchup. Kane will take on John Cena. The Shield will take on Tons of Funk. And next up we have Dean Ambrose will take on David Otunga, a bit of a United States Championship matchup there, and Punk Rock. This pretty much is the number one contenders match, you could say, and let's have a look what we have at the moment. Of course, playing two matches this episode, and the Layla wins the triple threat matchup, so the former Divas champion still winning. Kane defeats John Cena. Cena's on a bit of a losing streak at the moment. The Shield, the tag team champions, getting another win, and the other member of the Shield loses to David Otunga, so that's a little bit of a surprise there, and we will play two matches. So we're going to play a tag team matchup and the main event, so we'll kick it off with 3MB and the Rhodes Scholars. Now, we don't know who's going to be taking on the Shield for the Tag Team Championships. 3MB, former Tag Team Champions. Of course, the Shield defeated 3MB to win the championships. And the Rhodes Scholars had just come about. They've just, pretty much, in the last few weeks, have debuted, I guess you could say, and have come through. And now, I think they have a good chance. I think they have a good chance to step up and take on the Shield, and they'll be definitely a good opponent for the Shield, no doubt about that. And here is 3MB, Drew McIntyre and Heath Slater, two members of 3MB, of course. 2MB? I don't know. The two-man band. We had the one-man band, so we can go with the two-man band. And now, this is the Rhodes Scholars. Of course, I did a video a while back on the Rhodes Scholars entrance, so if you want to get the entrance, just check out that video. It's on my channel. It's not very difficult to make. Very difficult to get a tag team entrance that you want, and that's something I wanted to do and really wanted to make well in this game, was all the tag teams, to make sure they all have an entrance, their music's right, everything's kind of right with the tag teams and their entrances, and even their tag team moves and everything like that. So that's a bit of a problem that we have with custom tag teams. You just can't really get a tag team entrance that looks like theirs, but that one's not too bad. It's not the worst. Anyway, so we have 3MB, who will take on the Rhodes Brothers, and I think, 3MB, former tag team champions, you'd have to say, look, they're probably the favourites here, surprisingly, yes, but they've been pretty good in our Universe Mode. They've held the tag team championships for a couple of months there, and Cody Rhodes hasn't really had too much success, and of course Goldust just coming into our Universe Mode in recent weeks, so the Rhodes Brothers haven't really proved themselves yet, whereas 3MB have. So will the experience count? I don't know. But nice little move there from Goldust, and the Shield have pretty much dominated this tag team division. The Shield pretty much every week win and win and win. I don't think it matters who takes them on. I think they're going to probably knock them off. And we've seen for weeks now the primetime players have been up there. We've all thought, yep, it's going to be their turn to get the shot. But I don't know. I think we've had a lot of ups and downs in our tag team division. Of course, the Luchadors no more. The Real Americans no more. So everything's kind of up in the air with our tag team division at the moment. There's a lot of new spots available, a lot of top spots available for tag teams. So a lot of opportunities now arising for tag teams to come through and get themselves to the top. So it's going to be very interesting to watch the next couple of weeks. As Goldust goes for a pin, just a 2 count, as Heath Slater does kick out. But Goldust just entering our Universe Mode. Good pairing, I think, the Rhodes Brothers. I'm pretty excited to play as these guys. Of course, I'm not playing this matchup as I thought. Maybe it's a number one contenders matchup, perhaps. So I've gone over it many times, but of course I don't play any potential contenders matches or any important matches. Another cover. And Drew McIntyre, I think Heath Slater kicked out anyways, but that was very, very close to a 3 count. Now he goes for an abdominal stretch. And Drew McIntyre is going to break that up every single time of the day. Every day of the week he's going to hit that one. But I think has 3B, nice little double team there, and I think they're probably at the upper hand here. We're kind of back and forth here, and both these guys are probably looking for a tag to kind of keep themselves a little bit more fresh. And I think that's one thing you really need to do is frequent tags, keep tagging in and out. Don't allow your opponent to get the tag either. That's a great strategy. And, well, that's exactly what Cody Rhodes was not doing. Oh, Heath Slater didn't actually end up getting the tag. Drew McIntyre walked to about the middle of the apron, so Heath Slater wasn't able to tag him in. And that probably could cost them the match here. I think that could prove quite vital here as another cover. And Drew McIntyre is always going to break that up. That's one other thing you really got to do. You got to take out the tag team partner. And, oh, Cody Rhodes, Alabama Slam. That's a beautiful move. And Goldust is coming in. He's going to tell him it takes out Drew Mac. I think Heath Slater's in huge trouble. Oh, get out of here. It's just a 3 count. The Alabama Slam is enough to knock off 3MB, and the Rhodes Brothers are proving themselves to be top contenders in our Universe Modes Tag Team Division. Well done. Big win over 3MB, and that's a very important win. And I think Goldust, he knew that was a big win. Him and Cody Rhodes have been okay, but haven't really stepped up to the plate. Maybe it's their turn to get a shot at the Tag Team Championships at Hell in a Cell, which I think is going to be one of the best pay-per-views in our Universe Mode's history. Of course, we've had one Hell in a Cell match in our Universe Mode, and of course that was Randy Orton versus The Rock, which was a classic. So if we get another matchup like that, we are sure to be in for a good show. And speaking of The Rock, he's in action right now. He's going to be taking on CM Punk. Now, this is an interesting match. CM Punk, on the one hand, has been winning. The Rock, on the other hand, has come from a humongous losing streak. Now, in recent weeks, just starting to pick it up and getting a little bit of momentum behind him. Can he knock off CM Punk, who's been on such a high at the moment? Of course, he had a bit of a roadblock as he took on Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions, wasn't able to get it done. So he's trying to prove himself again to try and get himself in that matchup. And I don't think anyone can really beat Brock Lesnar. We haven't really heard much of Brock Lesnar as of late. Of course, Paul Heyman, he knows that Brock Lesnar doesn't work for free, and he's got Brock Lesnar at home resting up, doing whatever the hell he wants, not having to wrestle, because Paul Heyman and Triple H, and of course Vince McMahon as well, the Authority, they don't want their champion wrestling. They don't want their champion having to do any hard work on Raw. He doesn't have to prove anything, so he just sits at home doing whatever the hell he likes. Whereas The Rock and CM Punk, they're out here every week trying to prove themselves. And The Rock, he has really kind of turned it around. The big win over Daniel Bryan has kind of sparked a little bit of a comeback for him in his career. And that's been much needed. I mean, he really has needed to get a couple of wins here. And I mean, he went on a probably, I don't know, a 10-episode losing streak. Every week he was losing and losing. I mean, even he got relegated to main event and he was still losing over there. So it really hasn't been that great of a run since The Rock's huge victory over Randy Orton. Of course, The Rock, you got to go back to vengeance. I know I bring this up a lot, but he retired Randy Orton. So The Rock has still got it. You know, we talk about how The Rock has just come back. It hasn't really done much. But he beat Randy Orton, one of the top superstars in our Universe Mode, and of course sent him into retirement. A lot of you guys are actually calling to bring Randy Orton back as the general manager. That's actually not a bad idea, but unfortunately, Randy Orton's done. Randy Orton is no more. He's retired, and he probably will never be back in our Universe Mode, unfortunately. So, and it's all thanks to The Rock. The Rock, he sent him away, and CM Punk now, and The Rock, well, CM Punk and The Rock both outside. CM Punk trying to get himself back in the main event scene. I mean, if he doesn't beat The Rock here, you can pretty much call CM Punk's chances of getting a rematch at Hell in a Cell very, very unlikely. But The Rock, I think he's probably number one contender at the moment in my books. I mean, CM Punk, John Cena have all had opportunities. Maybe Kane could be a dark horse to come through. I don't know, but The Rock, in my books, is in the box seat at the moment. But CM Punk has got something to say about that as he takes him down to the mat there with a nice little neck breaker. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter who it doesn't matter who takes on Brock Lesnar. Honestly, I can't see any of them beating them. I think the only way probably Brock Lesnar is going to lose his championship is if he gets a triple threat or a fatal four-way and he doesn't get pinned. So, I don't know. It's going to be tough going for whoever decides to take him on, but CM Punk has got The Rock in a pretty bad situation here. The Rock trying to grab those ropes, crawling. Oh, I think he had a hand on it. And yes, he finally gets the rope, stays alive in this match. And poor old Daniel Bryan, he came over to Raw to kind of get himself into the championship scene. He had an opportunity over on SmackDown, couldn't get it done, was never able to get himself back into the title hunt. He's come to Raw and he's just been losing. So we all thought, yep, Daniel Bryan could be the next challenger for Brock Lesnar, but it's surprisingly been The Rock. But I really can't see The Rock winning anyways. Does Triple H want to have The Rock as his champion? I don't think so. And The Rock has made strong enemies with the wrong man, I believe. And you don't want to get on Triple H's bad side, and that's certainly what The Rock has done. And CM Punk, I think he's going to try and put The Rock to sleep here. Yes, he hits it. GTS. The Rock is in big trouble. I think CM Punk might just be going to Hell in a Cell. Oh, The Rock has kicked out at 2. Well, the old Rock, I would say, the Rock of the past 10 weeks would have definitely taken the 3 count, but he's managed to find something down within and stayed alive in this. As now The Rock, oh, what a clothesline, almost took his head off. And I mean, Triple H, I could honestly see Triple H and The Rock squaring off in the near future. I mean, The Rock and Triple H just don't like each other, and Triple H, I think he likes to get his likes to do the job himself. So if Brock Lesnar can't beat The Rock, then we might see Triple H come back to take care of The Rock himself. You never know. But at the moment, it really hasn't been much of a hint. Oh, here's a quick roll up. 2. Oh, he's got him. Yes, he's got him. CM Punk with a nice roll up, taking down The Rock, and he's got the 3 count. The GTS wasn't enough, but the roll up was, and that's a big victory for CM Punk. And The Rock has not been able to do it again, unfortunately for him. What the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here? Uh-oh. There's Brock! That's Lesnar, and he's just sent a message to CM Punk. You want my championship? Come and get it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Universe Mode. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe for more, follow me on Twitter as well, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching, and have a great day.